1. A secret charm. When I first met her, it was a company registration day. We entered the company at the same time. She was very intelligent, got awarded for her thesis several times when she was in school. She was a new hope for the company. Her personality was a little legit and eccentric. Everything she does was perfect, but she never talks about herself. We often referred her as an alien. She was rather beautiful, but doesn't seem to care about her appearance. She was strict to herself and had an atmosphere that she doesn't like men. Actually, no man had approached her. I even didn't like her. Accidentally, we worked in the same department. She was so different from the others whom I had met. So I started teasing her because her reaction was funny. She didn't like what I did first, but got used to it after 6 months and became a little open to me. Maybe because I was married at the time and she felt I was safe. Eventually, we became like friends, nagging to each other. However, she didn't talk about herself at all, like what she did on the weekend, about her family, or about her birthday. One day, I asked her how to fill an application form for a test. She showed me hers, where I found her birthday at last. Amazingly, that day was her birthday. "Are you going out for a date, maybe?" I teased. I gave her a toy frog which was inside the chocolate surprise egg I ate during lunch break as a present. She was so happy, saying, "I love reptiles," pleased as a child. Yes, she is eccentric for sure. "I don't like cell phone," she said. She didn't even have a cell phone. Moreover, she hated to be photo taken. When we had a drinking party, I took her photo with my cell phone, which made her furious and didn't talk to me for a while. When I forced her to take a photo in the photo sticker booth together, she took the whole photo sticker because there is a possibility to be misused. She was a hard worker. She got promoted smoothly due to her talent and efforts. Also, she went straight home after work without going out with her coworkers. I teased her, saying, "Why are you saving so much money? Do you have any purpose? Or, are you paying off your father's debt?" At that time, I found myself being fond of her very much, but I am married with children, so I was hiding my feeling toward her. All I could do was being around her all the time, listening her complaints, giving her a ride home at night. Our relationship was very pure because we were very careful for bad rumor. My coworkers called me I was her pet dog, Pochi, and I was actually satisfied with the position. While we were in that kind of relationship, she was single all the time. I couldn't figure out whether she had a boyfriend or a lover. She had a little lucky charm on her bag always. Several times I asked her about it. All she said was, "It's secret." When she was feeling down for work trouble, I saw her holding her lucky charm tightly. I imagined that she got the lucky charm from her boyfriend who lives in distance. One day, when I got back from my overseas business trip, turned on my cell phone at Narita Airport. Suddenly, the phone rang. It was from my coworker. "She passed away," he said. I was shocked and became numb. All I remembered was my ear ringing. It was a car accident. She seemed okay right after the accident. She was conscious, but she had visceral bleeding, which changed her condition bad. I couldn't swallow the tragedy for a while, couldn't even cry. I helped her funeral with some of my coworkers and found out that she grew up in a single-mother family. Her sister was in a facility. She was working hard to support her whole family. When I found out about how hard she was working, I deeply regret teasing her all the time. I didn't know that she got a tough situation. After the funeral, her mother called me. She said, "I have something to give you. Would you come to our place with me?" First, I thought it could be a book she borrowed from me. As we went to her place, her mother was talking about her. She didn't like men because her loving father left her family. She decided to become independent, and she was looking after her mother who is unhealthy and her sister who was in the facility over the weekend. Her mother admired her daughter's caring efforts. When we got her place, I was invited to her room. It was clean and very simple, unlike other women's rooms. There was many books and notebooks. "She was always talking about you," her mother told me. "She liked you very much, but you were married and she didn't want to hurt your children. She kept her feeling inside, and she wanted to see you before she lost consciousness." In the corner of her desk, I found the photo sticker we had taken together. It was my first time I cried out since I became an adult. As I was leaving her place, her mother gave me her necklace she was wearing at the accident and the lucky charm. "Please have them side of you for her." The necklace was a present from her mother when she entered the company, but nobody knew how she got the lucky charm. I declined first, but I knew how important the charm was to her, so I decided to take it. I thought I would open to see what was inside the charm, but I couldn't. I changed my job shortly after. It took me 1 year to settle down. Her lucky charm was always with me on my bag. The other day, my female coworker was so curious what was inside and accidentally she opened to see it. No time to stop her. She was holding a small item and started laughing. "What the hell is this?" It was the frog I gave her as her birthday present. I burst into tears in the office. Didn't care about the others. 2. The man I loved very much. It was last spring when I was a junior year at university. My cell phone rang when I was about to leave from the lecture. It was from my boyfriend's best friend. Strange, I felt. When I answered the phone, he said, "Please don't get panic. Listen, your boyfriend got involved in an accident." I was in a state of shock. It was out of blue. Is he alright? How is his condition?" I asked. He was silent for a while and said, "He was dead." Dead? I wasn't expecting the word. I denied the word. I couldn't believe what is happening to me. "No, you must be kidding. My boyfriend is dead? No way." Repeatedly, all I could say was denial. I don't remember after hearing that. My friend took the phone and talked to his best friend. She took me to the hospital. The last I saw him was at his funeral, wearing a black suit, and did a ceremonial procedure to his death. I still couldn't believe that he is gone forever. Everyone else was crying so hard but me. Right before the funeral procession, I approached the coffin trying to put flowers. Then, finally, I saw his face, not breathing anymore. He looked like he was sleeping peacefully. Hard to believe that he is dead. There was no real feeling as I was watching his peaceful face. Here came the funeral procession time. People nailed the coffin and carried him into the funeral hearse. Then, suddenly, my feeling became real. He was dead. I don't remember well, but I was in a panic, shouting, "No, don't go anywhere, baby! No! No! No!" I was trying to go after the hearse, and my friend stopped me. I kneeled down crying. My friends were holding me tight. My life became empty without him. Just going to school, taking a class, and going to a part-time job. Every night I cried looking at his pictures and commemorated items. My parents and friends were so worried and tried to cheer me up, but nothing worked. I thought about killing myself so I could meet him. A year passed by. It was the first anniversary of his death. I went to the cemetery with his best friends, then met his parents. His mother remembered me at his funeral, and she approached me. "Thank you for your feeling toward my son. Having you made him happy. But he's gone. He can't make you happy. Please live your life. Past is past. No one can change. I'm sure this is what my son wants too. Thank you." His mother was patting on my back while I was crying. After that, I got my life back. I stopped feeling sorrow. I remember every time I cried, I made him confused. He liked my smile more than anything. I had recovered gradually. Then now, 1.5 years from his death, I overcame the tragedy. Of course, sometimes sorrow and pain comes in and out. I don't want to make him sad anymore. I will live my life with a smile he liked very much. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe.